Pow Wow, yo, yippee, yay, guys. This is Pow Wow number 20. Super excited about this. Today, we're going to dig into what's happening on the markets, talk about a bit about the alt season happening. It's really looking good, as you can see on the shine on my face. Then dig into, obviously, SwissBorg network. What is our roadmap? What is the next features we're going to have in the Wealth app? And more importantly, we're going to have a lot of fun with a lovely community that you guys are. And like always, my name is Cyrus Fazel. I'm the proud founder of SwissBorg, here to serve you. If you have any comments, just please leave it into the YouTube channel. We'll answer them as soon as possible, and as well on Telegram if you feel like it, or tweet it, or whatever you want. Just ask me anything, anytime, and hopefully I will meet your expectation and answer to any of your questions. Like always, one of the best part and the SwissBorg family. If you guys are not on this beautiful billboard, well, you want to be cool like the Martini guy or Ivan on Tech, please send me the picture of yourself. I'll be very happy to have you here. You see a lot of beautiful burgers here, ambassadors, and people that has been being part of this amazing venture since the early stage. We have added 2 new guys to the family. Super proud of that. Nicolay is a great web developer. He's going to be our webmaster. We're going to have more and more cool stuff happening thanks to him. It's going to be more scalable, more nicer, and just the fact that having this internally is going to make a big change. So really happy to have Nicolay. And as well, a great thing is that we have this lovely lady called Sasha that'll be a community success team. So anything that has an issue with an alt app, or you want more questions about, well, she'll be answering, and she's genuinely a very kind person, and I'm sure you'll have great interactions with her. Now, talking about the tweet of the week, and I definitely on the side of Vitalik. Honestly, I think the thighs on the flashy DeFi things that give you fancy high interest rates way too much. So regarding Compound or regarding Aave, I really believe these guys are doing amazing. I'm not too much against the DeFi movement, which is a bit weird coming from Vitalik. I'm more against those centralized platforms that do promise those shark loans. And they are, if you get 15% of USDC, that just doesn't make sense. Like, that's just too high. And we will see, like at Wirecard or different debts that are not well collateralized, that eventually you're not going to be paid back. So if you think that you're pledging, your USDC or USDT or whatever stable coin, and you're getting 50% back and you're taking no risk, that is not the right thing. It is very risky type of business if you get that amount of compounded interest. So I think so people have to realize that, you rather go for the AAA platforms, which doesn't exist in the crypto space, but at least the ones that are really, you feel that, they do collateralize a debt. They actually do have a legal framework. There is a real, a real company behind it. And the great news at SwissBorg, we're looking into this market, and we're probably going to tap into it. And you're going to get, hopefully soon, really cool ways to get some great interests on your stable coins. That was the little news. Negative news of the week. Ethereum not happening as soon as we want. I think so. It's a good thing. Security is almost the best thing that we have to rely on, and make sure that this technology has no vulnerabilities. So it is taking more time than we think, but that's for the greater good. So good for that. Negative news, but at the same time, it makes it very positive. Horrible news on this one, though. 20-year-old, this poor guy had a leverage of over $1 million in futures, lost a big amount of it, and he committed suicide. That's horrible. This is exactly what we'll never do. Bring in massive leverage to uneducated people. This behavior should really be thought carefully, and BitMEX and all of these different platforms that offer leverage, and I'm not against leverage. I'm against crazy leverage and uneducated professional traders that go into that business. It's like giving car keys to a 4-year-old kid with a Lamborghini. He's going to crash in a wall, right? You need to get to understand the markets, educated, enjoy the community app, and if you feel like you want some leverage, you could take some leverage, but maybe 2x, 3x, 5x on crypto, and even on as well on regular indices, they go balance from 2 to 5% on a daily basis. So you could get wiped out very quickly, and you should not do that. South Korea going up and down regulations. They're never going to do capital gains with 20% on crypto. Think so this is a good or negative thing? Not too sure. Just that it's taking way too much time for them to decide to. Last but not least, a big amount of scams is happening again on the radar. And this is coming back from last year where Plus Token raised, they say $2 billion. Never really know if it's true or not, but they raised a big amount of capital. Some of them are being prosecuted and some things are actually in jail. Nevertheless, we've seen a massive sell-off, I think so, in the beginning of the year and last year of some Bitcoin. And now they see in these wallets that they have a big bunch of actually EOS and Ripple. So that's not going to help any of these two because they're just going to be selling it probably. And that reminds me that recently a lot of ICOs are coming back on the game, which I think is great. We have big faith in ICOs, and I think so it's a great thing for this industry to democratize finance and help startups similar to SwissBorg and create some amazing ecosystem. But on the flip side of these ICOs, there's a lot of scammy, shitty ones. And I won't name anyone today, but if you have any scammy projects that you heard about, put it in the comment, and let's make sure that no one invests in it. And there's few ones I've seen so far, and we'll maybe have a little talk next week about these scammy ICOs. Positive news, cool movie coming in where NSA is about to torture Satoshi. Obviously, it's a movie. Ripple is being one of the stars of CNBC. Makes sense. Both into the corporate banking world. Definitely believe that Ripple Labs is a great thing. Opposite, not too sure of how XRP is going to perform on the long run. There's not so much use cases. Not a massive fan. Should we list it or not in the Wealth app? Answer in the comment section, and we'll see if that's a good one or not. Decentralized exchange in general, just growing by itself, which is something really good. More stable coins, thinks that's something as well that is really good for the mass adoption, and I think so it's really going to help crypto activity in general. And we have more than 8,000 Bitcoins ATMs worldwide. That's a big amount of number. And I know that there's a very strong concentration in North America, but it's a good thing for crypto, and this is a very positive sign. Last but not least, hats off to Binance. They're now regulated through Binance UK with FSA regulated. That's really good. I think so. It's a big movement for them. These are obviously our strong partners, Binance. We do appreciate a lot. I'm sure while you're trading with the Wealth app, you get very often prices through Binance. So we like the fact that they're regulated, and we encourage obviously them to go to that pace. And it's been a long time that besides Bitcoin, Binance Guernsey, there's not much regulation happening there, and a lot was done through Paxos actually. And now that they are going this way, it's very encouraging, I think so. SwissBorg in the news. Oh my God, so many SwissBorg things in the news. Really cool to see that. This awesome channel, by the way, which is done by Crypto Analysis. If you're not, please subscribe. Shout out to him. And showing how Lunacrush is really good. So I'm not too sure how they're connected to Lunacrush, but essentially Lunacrush is a great platform where you could look at technical analysis, but more importantly, you could look into different charts that enables you to fundamentally score different tokens. And by looking at these different essentially graphs, you look at social media metrics, for example, which are really, really cool. And you see, obviously, we're doing extremely well. It's his favorite pick, by the way, is CHSB token, which is, I think, so it's amazing. Super proud of it. And here you see, like, for example, the different ranks, the correlation, the volatility. There's the more social media metrics on like Reddit, Twitter, all of that. And it really shows essentially, how you could be trading. And then he's talking about different other projects. Thank you so much for mentioning us as really the best crypto project for now. I really appreciate that, and I think so. It's really cool of him. So please give a thumb like to this video and subscribe to his channel. He does great work. On another note, I think so, which is really cool, is that there's another guy out of UK, I think so, I presume, that did a great token analysis about SwissBorg as well. We're essentially showing how good what we're doing, going through the whole website. I really want to thank it. So what is SwissBorg? It's CHSB token analysis. It's really good to have more and more YouTubers doing by themselves, that they really feel they're part of this community, and they think that, you know, we have a great investment thesis with that. And yeah, I think so. It's really good to have this people that are just growing with us. And this was the tool from Lunacrush we talked about just earlier. Again, how you could look at different cryptos and it could score you in multiple different ways. You know, a lot of people always look at CoinMarketCap. These are other ways to look at different tokens, and essentially helps you to score your investments. And I think so it's something really nice to look at. And you see like all different types of volume, social engagement, and things like that you could go for it. Lunacrush.com. Thanks again for the great review. Last but not least, we are one of the best performing token, as you guys know. This is amazing. On another very interesting note as well, guys, we are extremely proud that I was on Swissquote. It was a seminar for 4 days of the best talented investment managers around Switzerland that were talking about finance in general. The last day was on crypto, and it's in French, so pour tous les francophones, n'hésitez pas à le regarder et partager ça avec vos amis. It really talks about the basics of finance and 2.0 of crypto, and how we have grown as a network at SwissBorg, and obviously is pushing how we have essentially evolved in this new financial ecosystem, and what's the financial ecosystem of tomorrow, and really show, yeah, the use cases of blockchain and SwissBorg in general. Miret Zaki, as we like her very much, and by the way, she gave us this some time ago, which is really cool. Nicest gem of the time of SwissBorg token, which is really cool. She's a great chronicler, a journalist, fantastic writer, wrote different books, and Thomas Veillet is one of the biggest chronicler of Switzerland, of Francophonie, which has the Morning Bulls. If you are interested by receiving great information on him, please follow him on Twitter or on his podcasts, daily podcasts that he has, which is really good. More SwissBorg in the news. Last week, the Protos Asset Management, one of the most serious asset manager crypto in Switzerland. We had a really cool podcast with these guys. We talked about essentially how at SwissBorg, how do we invest, how do we create products, how we create great track records. So this was a great thing with Philip and the rest of the squad, which was really cool. We talked about the markets and how they evolved. We did talk as well. I wanted to have a big shout out to Crypto Lark. If you guys don't know him, he's probably one of the biggest influencer in crypto. He did an ICO video a very long time ago with us. And did recommend us. He's still backing us, tweeting us. He did a recent talk about the fact that we are one of the best performer. We are the best performer in the market, and that he's super happy about us. And we as well had a great article that was in Publish 0x, which is a great platform for people that are in the crypto space, where you get, you know, rewarded with different tokens. And this was done by a great lad out of Spain, and how essentially the community app is the learn and earn best platform, which was really cool. And Julian W, thanks for that awesome question. I really liked this interview, which was awesome. Talking about the markets, crypto markets, Bitcoin, where are you heading? Same thing, repeating on and on. Are we going to break that resistance of 10,500? Or are we going to go down and break that support level at 9,500 and 9,000 and eventually crash to 7,000? Not too sure, but the good thing was happening is this alt season. I'm very confident about this alt season. We're seeing a lot of great projects regarding DeFi space like Aave, such as Kyber Network, such as Maker, and a lot of great things from DeFi and exchange tokens as well, performing extremely well. And it's just going on and on. And those are the alt season is starting, and I think so. This shows a lot of momentum, and we're probably going to see Bitcoin dominance that will gradually lose some importance, which I think so is very good for the market, and that's why you need to diversify your portfolio at all times. Kryptonite, as always, the best place to enjoy your Wednesday evening at 9 a.m. Zurich time. 9 p.m. sorry, Zurich time. This is going to be an interview with one of the smartest guys, former co-founder of Ethereum and of Cardano. He essentially is embracing a vision which is very similar to us, saying that Scala is the best programming language, which is done by SwissBorg, by the way, and created not too far from here at EPFL. And more importantly, he's saying as well that the best security system is MPC protocol. So that really shows that, maybe should we do more than just a TV show with these guys and maybe work with them eventually, right? Very much aligned with this guy. Fantastic, smart dude. Just love him very much. We had a brief talk together in Davos. Didn't really have time to really discuss further, but love Kryptonite as always. So please check it out tomorrow. Talking about community and amazing people. Gallo Berson, a very sincere, hardcore Borger since the early stage, since the early meetups, has been, probably heard him through the different Telegram chats, and he's really a very great contributor to the DAO, and I liked what he says that, in every day there's 1440 minutes. That means that your daily opportunities to make a positive impact is 1440, right? So you could really change the world, and because you have a lot of opportunity for that. You have a lot of opportunity to do nothing, and you have a lot of opportunity to do a lot of great stuff, and that's why he has been contributing a lot. He's a great project manager at a great data company here in Switzerland, and he's always helping a lot. He has already done multiple different DAO mission. For those who don't know what's the DAO, it's probably the coolest platform that you just go on DAO.SwissBorg.com, create a different profile, and there's different missions where you could earn money and points for governance, for future governance. There's been already a big amount of reward for the last 9 months, which is $25,000. There's 315 members, 170 mission accomplished. There's from moderation to token analysis to social media posts. There's a lot of different guilds, and this is really how we could grow as a decentralized autonomous organization. We put a lot of hope into how we could grow as an ecosystem and how you could take control of the network. So please, if you're interested, go check it out. Now, who are we going to reward? For the lovely comments that you guys and the biggest amount of likes. So Micha Eichmann, hard work. I had to smile the way you said it. Looks so cute. Thank you so much. Seriously, thanks for the hard work. Thank you so much, Micha. You'll be receiving a SwissBorg goodie, so please send me through Telegram your address, and we'll be sending you some cool SwissBorg stuff. That was the last week one. Pow 19, Pow 18 was Didier van Mochter. You will definitely get as well SwissBorg goodies. And Julian asked if I believe that was 3 weeks ago. So that was the Pow 18. You will be receiving stuff as well, hopefully very soon. So please communicate your address. If you guys want these very cool sweaters, hats, or whatsoever, a lot of different goodies, well, the way is to comment and hopefully get a lot of likes on your comment. And the one who has the most comments, like each week, will be rewarding you guys and sending a lot of cool stuff that you would proudly wear, as I do always. Roadmap. Okay, this is big. This is very big, so please listen in carefully with us. This is not the full roadmap. It's just some of information, right? I don't want to explode the 3 seasons into one episode. We need to stick, right? And as we develop the tech and the products, we want to show different things. But this is some cool stuff. So listen well. As you guys know, gold, crypto, we got in it, Paxos Gold. Why? Because this is one of the first way of preserving wealth was gold. And why not have gold in everyone's portfolio? I think so. It's extremely important. This could bring a lot of great people that are into the wealth management space. This is a great way to diversify your risk. You're not going to make 50% within a day. It's not volatile, but it's a great thing to keep in anyone's portfolio. USDC, as you guys know, we have it. This is super cool. This is a feature that all the crypto-only accounts have, and we're really proud to have that because it is today most probably one of the most institutional type backed stablecoin. It's not with the biggest volume, but it's really the credible one. And there's behind Circle, there's behind as well Coinbase. We've been talking to them, and I think so. It's a great thing as well for a step for SwissBorg to see at the institutional level have more partnerships with these great firms. Same to Paxos, by the way. Multi-fiat, okay, this is the big thing. A lot of people want to deposit in euro, but then they'll like to maybe change. We're not a Revolut, we're an investment, right? However, we thought that this is something that could be really cool because you do go in different countries and eventually you do change from Swiss francs to euros or dollars or GBP whatsoever. So we're gonna offer this as multi-fiat. You asked it, we always deliver if it's rightful, and the idea will be you'll be able to deposit, exchange into different cryptos, and then essentially or deposit into as well different cryptos. I mean, deposit into different fiats as well, which is really good if you have it. And we won't at the time be able to do fiat to fiat exchanges like from dollars to euros, but if you want to go from dollars to Bitcoin and Bitcoin to euros, you'll be able to do that. Last but not least, next week, listen carefully, we are going to bring Fiat Gateway to South Africa, Singapore, and Canada. These are 3 massive markets. So we'll have, I think so, 18 now Fiat gateways. I think this is one of the most in the world. So really proud about this. And we're really excited because South Africa is it's the biggest country in Africa for crypto. Singaporean dollar is a very big one in Asia, and Canada, well, in North America, it's actually even things here in the Americas. It's essentially the second number 2 in terms of volume, in terms of holdings as well of crypto. So it's a really big one. That's going to be a lot of new people buying CHSB tokens. So really happy about that. Marketplace. This is not going to happen anytime soon, but it's where we're going to head. And I think so this is something that's extremely important, is how our marketplace becomes the future marketplace of crypto wealth management. And this is game breaking in terms of what has been offered. We're not looking at an exchange model. We're looking at a wealth management, right? Because the goal at SwissBorg is to create this new financial era that, it's based on a meritocratic system, but it's as well, it is easy, it is fair, and it is fun to some extent, right? And this is exactly how you want to preserve your wealth and make it, in the best way. So we'll have this marketplace. You'll go sorted by market cap, by performance, but you'll be able to as well rank it basically on the convictions of the market that are driven through the Cyborg ranking or SwissBorg indicator, right? So this will be a really cool feature that essentially you're not too sure if you should sell or buy or deleverage your position. This will be a very good way to say, okay, this one has a lot of heat. You know what? Let's go into it. And as you guys have probably noticed, I'm not saying we're going to list all these tokens, but the next token we're going to release is Engine. So for those who don't know what's Engine is probably really one of the coolest projects. These guys have been into the game for long times, and one of the things that I like the most, which is non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible tokens enables you to buy characters, to buy magic cards, to buy different items that could be plugged into the game and where you have the ownership of it. Imagine the FIFA 2025 where you could build your best football team and then you sell Neymar or the future Neymar to different people, and it's actually you have the ownership of those people that you train. This is exactly the future of crypto, and we strongly believe that, I mean, Engine is way ahead of everyone. You know, a lot of people have been talking about a lot of projects in NFT. These are the serious guys. We like them very much. We know them on a base-to-base level. We would like to bring them into Crypto Night, and I know it's a question that was asked. And you know, they already have partnerships with Microsoft, a lot of different other essentially great companies for gaming. And I really believe that rather their wallet or their marketplace and essentially their platform as well is something great where people will need to sell them and buy more engine tokens, and by buying engine tokens, we are the fiat gateway. So it's going to bring a lot of people. I can't say more than that because there are a lot of cool things that you will be able to collect out of these NFT tokens. But this for us is a real win-win partnership. Really believe very strongly into the team, the vision, the mission is very, very much aligned with us. And I'm going to be buying for sure a very fair amount of their tokens because I really think it's really, really cool. In terms of community app, we are not at 40,000 but 124,000, which I think so that means what it means. People going up, and me personally right now I'm not too sure if I'm in the top 100 or not. What's your score, guys? We're still going to be continuing. We will eventually, oh great, 95. Look at that, baby. So how much actually I'm earning? So 50 tokens, but how much I'm earning? $187.52, guys. This is actually quite smooth. And when you think about it, probably my forecast history is at 58%, guys. Who could beat that? If you could beat that, you're awesome. We're going to close the competition not that this soon, but we're quite soon. So please continue to be in the top 100. Please make the referrals, and please make sure that you are learning and earning as much as possible. Stats of the week, out of the moon. We talked about 7,777 last week. He said it would be great to be at 8,888. Well, unfortunately, we are way higher than that. 11,732 people have actually onboarded, did all their KYC. This is great. $32 million. This is great. Thank you so much for this trust. We're growing. $11 million of volume last week is just amazing. Then in terms of protect and burn, this is growing. As you guys know, it's a 2x. So the revenue so far is already $45,000 and $45,500 that will go to protect whenever we'll cross that 20-day moving average, if it ever happens. And then buy it and then essentially burn it, which will again increase the confidence that we have within our network and how we could grow systematically. On another really cool note, 22,750,000 CHSB stake. That's a very big amount of number, and we'll see this growing as things goes. Last but not least, how many people are going to our website? 68,000 new visitors just this last 3 weeks. That's quite crazy. Because, well, CoinMarketCap, when you're in the top 100, whoop, whoop, it makes us happy, makes us smile, and it makes a lot of people coming into our website and downloading the Wealth app, people as well playing the community app as well, and this is just great. So much momentum that is here. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I know there was few questions that I had to answer. I hope I did answer these different questions to you guys. If I haven't, I'll try to do this next week. If I'm not mistaken, oh, there's so many different questions. Okay, wait 2 seconds. Maybe I'll read one or two of them. PC Principle. What is the general future of CHSB? Hi from Turkey, by the way. We will always grow them. we will always have more premium, so we'll be adding new premium soon. And is to add always the CHSB, what it is the Mother Earth of this whole ecosystem, which is the SwissBorg network. And we will always value at the highest way how we could empower all of the ICO contributors, all the people that are staking today, all the premium users, the super premium users we'll have in the future, and all you great ambassadors. So whatever product we have, we'll always make a staking mechanism. And in the future, I cannot really now, we'll have new different ways of essentially rewarding people that are holding. And talking about another question, yes, we're working on a referendum that will be driven through the Wealth app. We will talk about that in the future, how it will be done. Other questions, that is, well, I'll take this one. Wait, this one is, this is a very long question, sorry. Have to do that next time. These are a lot of questions here. There was a question from Siat. So, are we going to add different tokens? Obviously, we're going to add a lot of them. Is there a time frame for adding? We have a time frame. We will be adding, as you guys know, token engine, which is really cool. The other tokens, what I invite you guys is that right now, for all the listing, these are not referendums, but this is a very, very cool way to see how essentially you guys could look for different projects. And these different projects right now here, you could essentially just like them. And it's a really good way. So you just go in the footer of SwissBorg.com, you see supported assets, you like the ones you want. And we'll tell you eventually which ones are going to work and which ones we're going to support as the best. We have a voting system that's done here. We have it essentially by the type right now. I say XLM is winning, BNB as well. Won't show you more, probably took us a bit, but this is not how we're going to list tokens, but this is already a very, maybe, for example, this will be a good way for a referendum to potentially say, okay, what's the next 5 tokens? We will take maybe the 5 ones that have the most likes, and then you guys will vote for it. So these are the following tokens that we're thinking of listing. I know a lot of people always, like you just talked about, IOTA is not in the lists because we don't support IOTA right now in terms of wallets with our MPC protocol. So that's not really going to happen for the time being. There was a question from Siad, I think so I answered last week, was essentially that the crypto license in Estonia, a lot of people are losing it. And this is a good thing because with great powers comes great responsibilities, right? And from our end, we have no concern at all. We have 3 to 4 people now that are in Estonia. We have a compliance officer full time. So we're doing it right, like always, right? So we went there. It's not just to have a mailbox and no one. We are hiring right now local people in Estonia and residents that are over there. By the way, if you're interested by any positions, please check our website. And we're very proud and happy to be there. Guys, like always, it's always a great pleasure to host this really powwow, which is the number 20, which is really good. If you have any comments, questions, please, it's time to write them down. The guy who has the most like, you will earn a cool goodie bag from SwissBorg. Like always, I'm very happy to do this. Love you guys. Wish you a great life.
Available options.
More and more people are buying and holding Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin.
Some call this digital gold.
Everybody should probably have 1% of their assets in Bitcoin.